Hi, my name is Ava Frank, and I will be presenting today on the vocation of songwriting and how it promotes godly values in our society. So I'm going to start off with the question, what is music? Billy Joel, a famous musician, puts it this way. He says, "It's an explosive expression of humanity. It's something we're all touched by. No matter what culture we're from, everyone loves music." And like he says, music has a universal language with people. It's got a very big impact, and I don't think a lot of people realize how much it can be impactful in our society today and how big of a tool it can be in spreading God's word. I'm a music major at Liberty University, and so I've been able to see a little bit more of the music world and how music is involved and can be a big tool in spreading God's word. So if you're looking for a career opportunity where you can have a creative outlet for expressing your creativity, but also have a voice that can change things in our society and make impact in our society, then songwriting might be the vocation for you. So in the next following slides and minutes, I'm going to be unpacking this vocation a little further and describing what it is, the responsibility it has in making change in our society, as well as the ways that it can be personally satisfying and enlightening for yourself and the world. So I'd like to start with talking about technology and how it has increased the impact music has on our society. Before, when you would write a song, it could be played to maybe tops 100 or maybe a little more than that. But now, because of society and these platforms, music can touch billions of people all over the world. Lyrics and themes and messages can impact people. In a few articles that I read, there was one that said, "There are positive effects of engagement with music on personal and social development. Its strong effect on humans is encouraging a growing field of music therapists." This was from the International Journal of Music Education, and they're just talking about how it's been such a big topic that they're even thinking about music therapy as a field. Another magazine article that I found said, "Americans are spending more time listening to music than ever before." In that same article, it said that Americans listen to 32 hours of music per week, and that is just so much music. So if you think about it, how much impact could this music have on people if it's just something that everyone's always listening to? And songwriters, luckily, are at the forefront of this. They're the ones that create the music and send out the themes and the lyrics. Which brings me to my second point. Musicians have a responsibility that comes with this job, with songwriting, and that is to voice godly values in our society. Music can hurt, heal, inspire, can do so many things, but it can also fight to alleviate poverty. Here I have a picture of the band U2. They were a band really involved in social justice issues. They were part of a tour called the Conspiracy of Hope Tour, which aimed at raising awareness among the generations of social injustice, hoping that they might take more action and care about things that might not actually directly affect them, but it directly affects others. A year after that tour, they wrote this album called The Joshua Tree, which touched on so many social issues, and it had such a great response from other people that it's encouraged even more musicians to write about those similar topics that might be kind of touchy to some people, but makes so much of an impact on the world. Another point that I would like to say is that yes, music has a big impact as an activist voice, but it also has a huge role in worship and in leading worship and creating moments between God and people and helping soften their hearts so that they were ready to receive the information from the service that follows. There are several verses that God has describing music and its purpose. Ephesians 5:19, "Sing and make music from your heart to the Lord." Exodus 15:1, when Moses and the Israelites sang praises to God. Psalm 101:1, singing of God's love and justice. And Colossians 3:16, teaching through song. These are all moments in the Bible when music was seen as such an impactful thing. Worship music can save lives. It guides people to God. And whereas maybe just hearing about it and going to church doesn't do enough, but music touches them in a certain way. Worship music can also teach theology. For people who don't go to church or read the Bible often, all they hear about God might be from music. And so it's a very important thing to have in the back of your mind as a songwriter to remember. But music can also create this personal moment between the songwriter and God. So as a songwriter, if this is the vocation you pick, you're going to have opportunities to be part of this moment with God where you can grow. And your songs that you write for God and about God might never see the light of day, but it created this moment where you were close to God, which is very important for you. So this brings me to my conclusion that songwriting as a vocation has a huge role in connecting yourself as the songwriter with God, connecting other people with God, as well as connecting people with the reality of social injustice around them. It's a career that really creates an awareness and that helps the songwriter become more aware of what's going on around them and inside them. It's a huge voice that can create change in social issues as well as religious issues, and it's definitely one of the biggest tools right now because of technology to reach tons of people. It may seem like an unpredictable career path, but one thing can be predicted is that it's going to be very satisfying, and that your personal journey with God is also going to grow as well as positive change around. So if you're really looking for a career that's creative and as well as very life-changing and social justice changing, this might be the right career for you. So that's the end of my presentation. If you have any questions, please let me know.